It's Saturday, y'all, and I just want to say get busy and doing God's will. When you're doing God's will, it may not look to others that you're going the right direction. It may not feel financially you're going the right direction, but God, no matter how late the hour is before you run out of time, will provide everything that you need, and as the word says, exceedingly and abundantly. Now we have to live to find out what that abundantly is, because sometimes it seems like it's just only enough. But I would tell you from experience, I would tell you as I live this minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day, that the abundance that I am receiving is the energy I wake up with the next morning, the encouragement that I have, the courage that I have, the intuition, the visions that God gives me that keeps me going on and chasing after what he promised. That abundance sometimes can come and still having rest. That abundance can come and still having possessions of things that he knows that I need. But here's why I say abundance, because he could have taken it away. I seen a friend's post yesterday that said, hey, it's always just enough. It's not abundance. But sometimes abundance can be an extension. Sometimes abundance can be some forgiveness. Sometimes abundance can be, and we have to increase our perspective about what abundance means. And yes, we want it and need it to be monetarily sometimes. In currency, we don't want it to be in the form of money. You know what I'm saying? We want it to be in the form of money, but sometimes it don't come that way. But I am here to encourage you, get busy in doing God's will. It will give you peace at night. I promise you it will. You ain't got to look over your shoulders like, yo, who coming after me now? Because you know you're living right. And it may still be some people who may want to come after you, but God has given you an abundance of protection. If you ain't think about doubling, that's one for you. And the abundance of protection is something didn't hit you that was sent to hit you. Something didn't happen to you that was started to happen to you. The enemy's plot didn't take you out. It didn't even reach you. God blocked it. It can be an abundance of safety. So just expand your mind on that. I'm not giving y'all nothing, as I say all the time. I read in the book. I'm giving y'all what I live day by day. So get busy in doing what God will have you to do. I'm 35, so if you are in your 30s and you ain't going to God consecutive days and for a long period of time, and ask God, what would he have you do? Then I personally ain't convinced that you're going to God enough. Keep going to God, because a lot of us discovered our talents in middle and high school. Some didn't want to embrace those talents. So let's say you're in your 20s or your 30s or your 40s. You know what you're good at by now. And you may say, well, what I'm good at might not be pleasing to God. You might say, hey, I'm a good dancer. I don't think God would have me being a stripper. Well, go create some choreography and post some dancing videos of yourself. Go try to get in some positive films or movies and whatnot, things that are what would be considered upright and pleasing to God. You might say, well, I'm good at sex. Well, take what you're good at, and maybe you can go encourage couples who may be struggling in that area. Not couples, but let's say married people who are struggling in that area. Or you can probably look at the positive skill of sex, the activity of intercourse, and look at what healthy practices people can have that may help them in the bedroom. It don't have to be you got to go give everybody sex. I'm just keeping it 100 with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you good at, you already know by now. If you in your 30s, you know. If you in your 20s, you should know. Just start embracing it, and don't look for it to be approved by the world. Look for it to be approved by God first, because once it's approved by God and you hit in that area, you doing the best that you can in that area, God will breathe on it and make you even better. Will make you even better. So get busy in doing what God will have you to do. And you don't have to just only watch God change things. He will change it first in you, and he will have your fruits show the way they will show. Your production will be so magnificent that people will have to know that God cleans you up. People will have to know that God is infusing you with what you need to get out here and battle every demon that comes your way, every task that comes your way, everything that he will have you to do. People will recognize and see that it had to be God to get you through it. That's all I got for y'all today. We're a little under 5, so I'm doing a little better. Keep it there.